Okay, Joseph, I've got your work up here. Um, Decided to use the picture from my magazine ad with my best bet. I agree. That's a really great way to establish cohesive consistency throughout the campaign. I got that. I used gradient map to create a duotone effect. I tried to display this stay 6 and I get 7 in a cool way, not just a list of it. I used Arial bold as we had to, but I used a different text warps to make it flow a little bit. Okay, without sounding discouraging, and I do not mean to sound discouraging, but throughout the process here, I know that myself and a lot of your classmates have been making recommendations, and it doesn't seem like a lot of the recommendations have been applied to your work. I think the main thing in a campaign like this is to depict reality in your background images. So this kind of purple image back here, it's not recognizable. And I know you had some effects on your background image for your magazine too. I highly recommend that you shoot for realism in the images themselves. It's really important. And I think that to a high degree, you're showing just a really super damaged images. These are really damaged. So there's a lot of issues that are happening that need to be addressed. Additionally, there's no masked image. Remember, we have to include the masked image um, in both the magazine ad and the banner ad. So the other thing is that this is not an accepted logo. If we go to the um, style guide, we can see that the white, this logo here is white logo with a transparent background and a white logo mark or gray logo mark, and we don't have that here. So you're using an unspecified logo. So again, I think there's many areas that we can show improvement here. So don't forget, you got to include that masked image. You want to include only your call to action in the animation. This right here, first of all, scuba is spelled incorrectly. And then watch this thing just kind of pops in and jumps position and then moves. So we don't want that. We want everything to be very well timed. So my recommendation here is to include your headline and your subhead and then animate just that this stay 6 night get 7th free. Leave your headline and subhead static, okay? You want to include the location too. It's really important, the geographic location. You can just say right here, you can just say something like located in St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands, or something like that. Okay, so again, my recommendations are really to go back and kind of take a look at the critiques that you've received through the weeks and start applying those. As I said, if you take a look at those examples that I left in the announcements area, each one depicts the scene in a very realistic manner, and that's what we're shooting for. This is a promotional ad for a client, a resort. So you want to adhere to the branding strategy of that client, which some is available in the style guide, but you really want to shoot for a high degree of realism in your images. Okay. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. But I'd like to see those comments as well as the other comments that I've mentioned and some of the comments that your peers have mentioned throughout the weeks. We really want to get those applied into your final solution, which is due coming up quickly next week. Okay. All right. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. Thank you very much.